Michelle, and today I'm going to go through some of the awesome video questions you have submitted to me on my website and that I addressed during my live stream. If you'd like me to answer one of your questions or review your combo, please feel free to follow the link down below to submit your video.
Hi, I've been training since January 2020. I love learning new moves. I'm having some issues connecting moves and creating fluid combos. Do you have some advice?
To see is like what's going right. So she's got a really nice flow. There's some technique in there that's really nice. She's not getting caught up anywhere. Like I said, it's really consistent. So she did the same combo and it looked like pretty much exactly the same the entire time. Alternate height, yes. So one of the first things that I see if you watch the video is she's really high up here and her feet aren't grounded. So a lot of times for myself, nowadays I'm really into the ground when I'm moving. And that comes from having spent a lot of time in martial arts over the last decade and a bit. But when I was young, everything was up here. Like baton was like up here, stretch up, up, up. And what I kind of see from Raphael is sort of a mix between the two, but that her feet don't really have a place. So you want to make sure that you're looking at your footwork because that's going to help really ground your combo. And I would say with the lightsaber that you're generally going to be a little bit more grounded rather than pulled up into the floor. So one of the first things I'm going to say is ground your feet. Get into the floor. Feel your feet on the floor as you're moving the saber around or the staff around. This applies to both. And you're going to find that you have a little bit more speed and fluidity just from planting your feet into the ground. Basically, if you're tap dancing while you're doing all of this, you're sending extra information and data to your brain, and it's really hard for your brain to sort of focus in on one thing if you're moving around a lot, especially if you're learning a new skill. If your feet are moving when you're learning a new skill, you're not going to catch it because your brain's like, I don't know what you want me to focus on. So the first thing I'm going to say to Raphael is ground yourself. Plant your feet into the ground. The next thing is you can use height. So all of this is for everyone. Doesn't matter if you're spinning a lightsaber or a staff. We all know it's basically the same thing. I see a lot of people doing like their high-low whips down here, and it's great because it's fast. But you can create so much more texture and layers to your combo just by playing with the height of your staff. So I can go here, I can do one high-low whip down here, but then I can do one up here and then come around. That's gonna change the dynamic. Or if I'm catching, I'm gonna catch down and come up. So don't be afraid to play with levels. I love levels. I love creating pictures in whatever I'm creating. I love fast, 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 stop, go down, go up. All of that, I love it. I love all of it. The other thing is don't be afraid to repeat flow skills and add in more flow skills. So don't be afraid to visit basic flow. You could do forward and reverse figure eights in so many different ways. You could add a 360 turn. You could add a windmill. All of this stuff, you can repeat it and do it in different combinations before you get into a toss or whatever dead stick you're gonna do. You can add more of those skills in. It doesn't just have to be trick, 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 trick. In general, like it might feel boring for you, but it's not necessarily boring for your audience. And your audience is generally uneducated with this kind of stuff. So you can do some of their more basic flow skills and you can repeat them, and not very many people are going to notice. But sometimes it's nice to repeat things. Sometimes it's nice just to have a nice flowy combo that feels really good, that feels comfortable for you. So don't be afraid, my friend Raphael, to just put together a few flow skills where you're not tossing it. and just see how that feels. Make it slow, slow is smooth, smooth is fast, and then eventually you can start adding your tosses back in. What I like to do with choreography is keep it really simple, and then every now and then you add in something a little bit more difficult, and that difficulty is for you. It's what makes you feel most satisfied. So that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. I hope you learned something, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye. I don't know what you want me to focus on. Down and come up. I think I totally just left the frame there. That answers your question. I'm doing that thing where I didn't breathe and I talk. Whew.